Good morning, Magic Family. I apologize for the technical difficulties. The mobile live streaming is definitely not going to work for us due to our lack of connectivity, apparently, anywhere else in our house but this room. So, I guess we are going to continue to be chained to this laptop instead of taking this out on adventures like we had planned. Oh well, it is what it is, right? As always, thank you very much for showing up. Welcome to Tarot and Truth Live. I am Nina Diedrich, the Magic Mom, and this is take number 2 for this morning's live stream. Thanks, love. I actually just cut it this morning and styled it because I was feeling super poopy about myself. And, rather than dyeing it black again and ruining it, I just decided to make a little bit of a change. All right. So, as I was saying on the other live stream, we are going to pull from our Soul Truth deck today. And those are also going to be the cards that we use for personal pulls. So we can get a little touch on what's going on. Thanks, babe. And we will clarify any cards coming out, or I should say questions coming out with the Starseed deck by Nari Anastasia. My tattoo is finally less painful today. I was not expecting it to be such a pain, but this thing has been rubbing on everything, and I just keep bugging the crap out of it. But I love it. It's super great. I think eventually I'm going to end up getting the entire Woman Runes deck as a sleeve on this arm. I think that's my plan. So if any of you all want to contribute to my tattoo fund, the links are in the description box below. You make sure my phone is turned off. Don't want any more interruptions than we've already had this morning. Make sure you get your name in the chat box if you would like personal cards pulled after we do our collective. I did not pull any cards out yet this morning. The live stream was being super poopy when I was trying to do it on my phone. So I just decided to give up, and we came back to the laptop. I just had a card fall on the floor when I was picking this deck up. So we're going to use that as our first card. Hang on just a second. And we get a really funny question considering. And it is, what else could this mean? So if you've been hitting some roadblocks or obstacles or some emotions that you don't want to deal with, ask yourself, what else could this mean? Maybe you just need to clear out that drawer that you've been hating on for, the last 6 months, but don't want to clean up, or you need to get rid of some clothes or switch some energy around, or maybe cut your hair. Also, any of my Washington peeps, Washington State, mind you, don't get it confused with Washington, D.C. Sarah actually owns her own studio. I believe it's in Port Orchard, isn't it? So if any of you are in the Port Orchard area and you have any styling needs, she also does lash extensions and a bunch of other stuff. It is the Sunflower Studio. Just to shout out my friend because she's awesome. All right, let's get 2 more questions for the collective today, and then we will jump into personals. That's what I thought. So yeah, any of my Peninsula peeps. All right, again, this question came out yesterday. What are you waiting for? Someone else to do it for you? It seems to me that we are not grasping for the dreams that we have been shooting for, and instead we're waiting around for somebody else to do something for us. And that is not going to get you where you want to go. So remember, no more thinking, only doing today. Be brave and you will discover what you are really made of. Wild soul, strong heart, can't lose, right? The Sunflower Room. Is it just Sunflower Room Salon? Can they Google you? That might be even easier. I know you're also on Facebook too. So, all right. And our last question, what if it was easy? Because remember, you guys, it doesn't have to be hard. Call in the universe, the stars, the angels, and all their powers and find the solution. Would you take the next step if it were easy? I know I would. So it's time to expect ease. Call in grace and receive guidance because we are supported in our journeys, right? Because the universe wants for you what you want for you. So make sure what you're wanting is actually in line with your growth and development, and you're not just making yourself continue to stay stuck in a situation that may not be for your highest good, right? So today I want you to list 10 possible ideals for your soul's current calling. Lean into ease because it's here. You just have to say yes to it, right? So a lot of times when we are hitting those roadblocks, there is a solution and we're just not seeing it because, well, sometimes you don't see the forest for the trees, right? You sometimes have to step back and look at the big picture and, ask yourself, what else could this mean, right? And what if getting what I wanted could be easy and I didn't have to work so hard for it? Or maybe it just sounds like hard work, right? And you just need a little bit of motivation because nobody else is going to get you farther along on your journey. It doesn't matter how many self-help things you listen to or how many books you read. If you're not willing to take that step on your own, you're just going to continue spinning in circles and never really get anywhere. So today, list 10 possible ideals and then take one baby step toward any one of them. It doesn't matter which one. All right. Right? So we are going to pull personal cards. Sarah, since you're the only one in the chat at the moment, you're going to go first. And I'm hoping pretty soon everybody will get the notification that I'm live and they're not still trying to hook into a stream that isn't working. All right, Sarah, let's get your soul truth question, and then we will pull a starseed keyword card for you too. Ooh, it's deep in the middle. Oh, you have somebody else watching? Brandy? All right. Welcome, Brandy. There it is. All right, beautiful. Sarah, your question is, where are you being called to use your voice right now? Right? Because you have a soul script that was written to be spoken. Your story matters, and it's time for you to share it with the world. Now, you have been doing this quite a bit on your Facebook, especially. I've seen a few posts and a few stories that have really kind of brought you out and showed the world a little bit more about who Sarah Butterfield is, right? But today, share your story with at least one person and be brave and speak your truth because your voice will be the catalyst for healing in others. So there may be somebody around you right now that is kind of going to a similar situation that you have gone through in the past, or you may currently be going through. And talking about that with that person may bring about some healing for someone else. So make sure you're following those signs and synchronicities, and you'll know who that is when they pop up. So let's get your keyword. And today it is this one. So your starseed keyword is magnificence. It says you are amazing, magnificent, and unique. But most importantly, you are enough, right? And you are more than enough. You always have been. I love you dearly. All right, Miss Brandy. Let's get your soul truth card. And here it is. And your question from your soul today says, do I know all my strengths and am I using them? Okay, this is a great question to ask yourself right now because we all have superpowers, but it's up to us to uncover them, Brandy. And when we live and lead with our strengths, we are able to show up in our zone of genius, and this inspires others to do the same. So your soul action for today says, how can you use one of your soul gifts today to contribute to this open and ready world? Love that. Good morning, Tabitha. I'm sorry that you got cut off on the mobile stream, but it didn't work for some reason. I don't know why it kept disconnecting me, and it was a huge pain in the ass. So I just gave up, and we came back to the laptop. All right, let me get the keyword for Miss Brandy, and then I'll pull your cards for you, Brandy. Here is your Starseed card. This is kind of an invisible portal. I love this card. And it says advancement. A strong energy is propelling you forward. Follow the stirrings of your heart, Brandy. And welcome to the tribe. All right. Hang on, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. I guess I did turn my phone off. All right. Miss Tabitha, let's see what your soul truth question is for today. Ooh, it's stuck in here. Love you too, doll. Have a good day. All right, Tabitha, your question for today says, am I in my head or am I in my heart? Okay. So what is the quality of your self-talk today, Miss Tabitha? Remember, our brain is like a muscle, and if we condition it daily, the fears and limitations will take over. Mastering our thoughts is about being the creator of our own life. Where your head meets your heart is where miracles happen. Your soul action for today says, today, master your mind. Watch an inspiring video, do some tapping, read an empowering book, or write out all the reasons why you believe in yourself and your dreams. Love it. That's a good one today. Let's get your Starseed card. And don't forget to go back and check out the collective message too as well. I'll recap it at the end, but you actually had 2 flip over in the deck, okay? The first one is the Wisdom card, and it says, see your adversaries as opportunities to expand your spiritual light. So, obstacles into opportunities, right? And then the No Limitations card came out with it. It says, you are a celestial being with unlimited potential, and there is much for you to share, Tabitha. Okay? So remember, the wisdom that you have to share right now is in your heart, not necessarily in your head. And there are no limitations to the amount of love that you can project into the world around you. Amen. So remember today that we are focusing on the highest good for all, right? Um, there are a million different ways that you can use to turn yourself around in a moment. And that pivot point is going to be crucial in what you're creating for yourself in um, every moment of now, right? Because now is all we really have as moments. Go. So ask yourself today, what else could this mean? What are you waiting for? Someone else to do it for you? Because we're not doing that anymore, right? And well, what if it was easy and we're making it hard on ourselves for absolutely no reason whatsoever? I'm going to pull out the bottom of the Starseed deck to also add to our collective message. And then we'll close it out for today. And the card we get is freedom. So follow your heart and nurture your soul with love and freedom to grow, right? Because we are focusing on the fact that we are creators creating. We are lifing, and loving. In other words, we ourselves are godding. We are the physical manifestation of all that is. And all we have to do is choose. But remember, you're choosing from a melting pot that contains both things wanted and things unwanted. And what you're drawing to yourself is coming to you via the vibration that you're putting out. So if you're always saying things like, nothing ever good happens to me and I'm so unlucky and blah, 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 well, that's what the universe is going to have to bring you. Instead, remember that you always have the freedom to choose again. Recognize that you chose fear and instead choose love. Even if it just means, stepping up once from really hating something to just disliking it. But you have the freedom to pivot where you're at. So have fun creating. I love you dearly, Magic Family. And remember, favor follows you wherever you go. That's my love. Until next time, be good.